Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shrine Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shrine Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
You're ready to reconnect, to discover, to explore a Georgia that always has more stories to share and views to admire. Set for your next adventure while you set your own pace to wonder or wander, or whatever it is that makes you feel you. To feel that Georgia feeling, those beautiful, real, honest moments. The only found in Georgia moments. Find yours at exploregeorgia.org.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay.
Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine. Marking a path for the next generation. The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
a builder,
I coach,
culinary arts,
auditor,
a firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official, just go for it.
Take the plunge, open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyestoofficiating.com.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
Welcome to the new era of brand promotion. Are you trying to find a way to make a splash? We understand that advertising isn't what it used to be. Things have changed. Advertising is both more dynamic and more engaging. Schrei Media keeps your brand not just seen, but remembered. In a world where staying relevant is key, we are your partners in staying top of mind.
At Schrei Media, we believe in the power of connection, promoting your brand while supporting your community. Our goal is to elevate your presence and amplify your message through local sports. With Schrei Media, advertising goes beyond traditional boundaries. Get on television, make an impact. Take the first step towards a future where your brand is not just seen, but celebrated.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live. All from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Welcome into the Marriott Meadowview Conference Resort and Convention Center as the AAC Conference Championship Tournament underway here in the finals as starting lineups getting announced for CIU and Union. And it should be a banger. I'm John North, alongside my broadcast partner, Bradley Charles. And Bradley, a good atmosphere. It's been a good tournament. Union surviving an early, nearly a first-round upset, got to the finals here. CIU had a tough path as well, had to knock off a really good Pikeville team to get here.
Yeah, they had to defeat Pikeville in overtime. These are two really talented teams. You have to be to get to this point in the tournament. Union entering as the #1 overall seed, CIU as the #3 seed. John, we should have a great game here tonight between two talented teams that are well coached.
Maybe a familiar voice to some of you as a new voice here for the championship stepping in here on this Saturday. Glad to have you along for the ride. One programming note, we won't have the scoreboard graphic up for you there as there's a lot of foot traffic in between where we had that camera at, so we decided to ditch that today, go old-fashioned, and we'll call out the score and times for you periodically. Sam Casey wanted me to give a big shout-out to the Union Watch Party back in Barberville, and I'm sure we've got some CIU folks tuned in as well as tip-off is upon us as Mazga will step in the center circle with the Anthony Heathcock as the tip is up and it is won by CIU as Causey will chase this one down as expect some high-level play between these two teams. It goes Causey, Higgins, and a good defensive start here for Union. Heathcock, Oates, and out there as well as Christian Howard for the Rams as going up and in is Howard off the first possession. Douglas between the legs, dribble top of the key, gets it to Sullivan. It's Sullivan, pivots, kicks back out to Turner. Crossover, looks to step back, now goes to Hamilton, back to Turner. Turner, long three, no good as the shot clock was winding down, and pushing the tempo a little bit here is Oates. Oates goes with the left hand, switches off of the screen looking for a posting Heathcock, can't get it into him. Goes high post, Howard now inside. This one will roll in for Heathcock, and it's a quick 4-0 start for CIU. Douglas drives, puts up the left-handed floater, and that one will go.
Good move by Douglas there.
Typical starters for Union goes Mazga, Hamilton, Douglas, Kilo Sullivan, and Turner. Turner in his 15th tournament game here at Kingsport, which has to be close to a record. As CIU unstoppable here early as a bucket goes from the left side for Oates, makes it 6-2.
Early on, both teams trying to get it in the paint, take high quality shots.
Douglas slows the pace down. It's a loud start in here. Good crowd on hand. Kilo Sullivan, 4-3. This one will rattle in. 1 point game. It's Oates. Goes to work on Douglas. Right of the lane for Howard. Howard spins. What a move. Goes in the paint. Off the glass too hard. And Mazga fights for the tight rebound. Douglas off to the races. Down the middle of the floor to Turner. Turner hesitates, crosses over, goes into the paint, up, no good, short-armed it, but they're gonna say he got fouled. That one's gonna go against Howard, his first, team's first. 6-5 lead for the CIU Rams with 17:37 to play. You can see that scoreboard a little bit down there in the bottom left corner. As Turner settles in a quiet conference center, this one up and good.
73% from the line this season as Markel Turner able to make the first one there.
Settling in, eyeing this one. Of course, later on, we'll have the women's championship coming up for you as well. Pulling double duty here from Kingsport. Reminds me of the old days of being down here. As me and my former broadcast partner, Mason called it ring sport. And indeed, one of these teams will pull down a championship ring. Sullivan in transition after the CIU bucket. It's tipped out of bounds, no good. Battling for it was Causey, and they're going to say it was last touched by Mazga.
John, you know, this season Union has struggled getting out of the gate early. There's been a lot of games where they've got down to a quick deficit. So far, though, they've been able to get out to a good start.
Ball comes to Causey. Looking to cut there was Brinson, who is subbed into the ball game. A one-on-one from Oates, couldn't get this one to go, and Hamilton will have the rebound from Union. Across the timeline comes Douglas, extra pass Mazga over in the corner, nearly taken away. How about the defense from Brinson? Great hands. as he'll hustle it across the timeline. Jalen Brinson, top of the key, yo-yoing the dribble back and forth. Causey looks, had a cutter across the lane in Howard, now gets it to him. As a hook shot won't fall for Heathcock. It's a good look. Mosca secures the rebound. Now Douglas over the timeline. Douglas, he'll pull for three after the crossover. Too hard. 16-10 remains here in the first. It's 8-7. CIU leading by 1. Causey, back to Brinson. Top of the key for Heathcock. Swings it. Causey, back to Brinson. 9 to shoot. It's Heathcock, goes inside and hacked on that one. It's Howard, and he finishes strong at the rim.
CIU going inside, getting some good looks. They haven't hit all of them, though, but they're getting high-quality looks inside.
CIU, a lot of height, a lot of length, and giving Union some problems inside as Jalen Jeter set to check into the ball game. As Union got Jay Falls in, and we talked about that height, Coach Tim Curry trying to match that with a little bit of inside presence. 11-7 lead. Union no stranger to falling behind in this tournament. As that opening round game with Tennessee Wesleyan was a nip and tuck all the way down to the wire. Between the legs, Sullivan goes one-on-one fadeaway on the baseline. That's great defense by Jeter, but a better shot by Sullivan.
Yeah, each of these teams have had to go to OT to get here in the conference tournament.
And that will make you battle ready. Pull up Brinson, great block by Falls, throws it off of CIU and secures the possession. As for Columbia International, Brandon Hunt checking in. As getting a quick breather will be Howard. Douglas brings it across that Visit Kingsport logo at midcourt. Falls, swings. Hamilton's been quiet in the opening 5 minutes, and right on cue, tickles the twine with a jumper.
Taryn Hamilton's a really talented player. That was a nice play.
Brinson, he's been a spark. Settles it with Heathcock. Heathcock goes around the screen. Bullies Falls to the rack, too much, and now they'll call a foul against Falls. Coach Curry not happy with it, as he's going to go up to the scorer's table to argue the call and saying no way. The good thing about where we are, Brad, is that we can hear the coaches a lot better than other venues because we're right here on top of the action.
Yeah, and I've actually been on press row for the last couple days, and you can hear it really good down there, what they're saying in those conversations. But even up here, we got a pretty good vantage point at it.
Yeah, you've been on press row. I've been watching from home, so I get to hear it for the first time. Free throw will fall. 2-point ball game, 14:40 to play. High quality contest. Of course, Union always gets everyone's best shot, the target on their back, but especially here in a conference championship where Columbia International University is probably going to have to win this thing as Turner gets a deep three and takes the lead for Union. Columbia International probably going to have to win this to get into the national tournament. So a little bit of extra stakes on the line for the Rams. Ball kicked out, Jeter. Heathcock. You can hear how loud it is in here. The small Union crowd being loud on defense. 8 to shoot. The crossover. Davis puts it up, blocked by Douglas. Douglas dribbles across the timeline to the left side, tries to fling this one ahead, but it's stolen away by the Rams. Jeter downhill, kick out. Heathcock won't shoot it. He wants to settle the offense in. Probably a good decision. Coach Tony Stockman's got some heady veterans on his squad. And they want to run offense instead of getting into a track meet with Union, as Davis had it temporarily off to Oates, and it's stolen away. Pass shot out to Douglas, deep right wing to Hamilton. 3, thought about it, dribbles in, kick back out to Falls. Extra pass to Sullivan, and now Union's turn to run offense with 3:13 to play. 13:13 to play. 3 is good for Sullivan. The crowd erupts. 17-13, the Bulldogs lead it. Rams needing an answer. They've worked through Heathcock. Off to go to Hunt, leaves the three-pointer short. Douglas, two-hand chest pass ahead to Turner. Turner crosses over, a step-back 3. Oh, it won't fall. And Heathcock with the rebound, and now the Rams and Coach Stockman going to slow things up.
Well, on one end, you got CIU going inside, taking their time. On the other side, Union, they're taking outside shots, and they're not running a lot of time off.
Davis drives the three-pointer on the way. Drains this one, does Heathcock. Needed it. And timeout, Coach Stockman, as it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. Back at you here from the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. Brad, is this your first down here for the AAC?
It is my first.
Okay. Are you staying here at the Marriott?
Yeah, I've been at the hotel the last couple days.
Yeah, it's a very nice venue. And way back when I used to do these, it's Hamilton for 3 at the top of the key. I've always talked about everyone, if you're a basketball fan, you got a school in the conference, come down here and experience it at least one time. Kingsport, a beautiful city.
Great venue for basketball.
As Will Bailey with the fadeaway jumper hangs on the rim forever, and somehow Hamilton comes away with it. He scores it. 3-point ball game. Oates with the basketball. Heathcock, deep 3, no good. Battle for the rebound. Union going to tip this one out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rams. The Rams this year 20-10 on the season, 17-7 in the conference, and 3-3 on neutral sites this season, where Union comes in at 24-6, 21-3 in the conference, and they are 3-1 on neutral site venues.
Union actually beat an Arizona Christian team that at the time was number 3 in the country back a couple days after Thanksgiving on this court.
So familiar, as Frank Lett obviously does an amazing job there with Visit Kingsport, and a gracious host. And again, appreciate the Appalachian Athletic Conference for bringing me in short notice to call the championship. Old stomping grounds. Pull up by Douglas with 13 on the shot clock. It's no good. Rebound goes to Johnny Wysong, who subbed in there on me. Didn't see him. Now Brinson the other way. Oates with the basketball. They want to post up to Wysong, but he kicks this one back out. Brinson with 13. Brinson attacks Bailey. Fade away off the window. It's good for 2. Nice move from Brinson.
Good defense by Bailey there, but great offense for the basket.
Now you're going to see that type of high-quality basketball in this championship game. As making some room there as Hamilton Bailey tried to follow with the jam. Somehow Hamilton gets another offensive board, goes up and under, and he got called for a walk.
Well, called for the turnover there, but great fight inside by Hamilton. Great determination by the big man.
So the Rams force the turnover, and it's 19-18. Coach Stockman has survived the mini run for Union, took the punch and punched back. Brinson attacks again, has some room, a kick out. All day to shoot, Wysong knocks it down. Back to a 2-point lead for the Rams, under 10 to play here in the first. Now Bailey flips this one up. He hit hard, and a foul call, 2 shots coming.
John, you talked a second ago about the mini run there by Union. In this tournament, the Bulldogs at some point in the first half have gone on a run. In the opening game for Union, they had a 20-0 run at one point. I think they went into the half up by 6, but a 20-0 run. I think yesterday they had a 12-0 run. So we've seen through the first 2 games, there will be a stretch in that first half where they do go on a bit of a run. And there's been times, where I'm on press row and it's like, Union was just down by 8 or by 10 and now they're up by 2. Like that happened very quickly. And this is a talented team. They can go on a run, but CIU, they've got a lot of talent as well, and that makes for a great game.
And obviously, Coach Tony Stockman knows that. 2 very close games, the 2 times that these 2 teams played. The biggest Union win, I think, was on the road to kind of secure that conference regular season over UPike, as a foul on the ground called, as we will see UPike later on this afternoon in the conference championship. On the girls' side, or on the women's side, rather. Just got off some high school basketball. Is this one up and good? The and one. How about the finish? Christian Howard. Hamilton immediately up off the bench for the Bulldogs. It's a 3-point lead for CIU. 9:37 to play here in the half.
Christian Howard.
Howard settles, fires this one, it's good. Of course, Union, the regular season champs in the AAC, they've already booked their ticket into the national tournament. With a win here for CIU, Union and CIU would advance, and UPike would have to hope for a at-large bid. Mazga, deep 3 from NBA range, it's no good. Brinson with the spin move, put Mazga in the blender. As Kelly the other way goes in, no good, tipped off the backboard, and somehow coming away with it, there's Howard. And now Coach Stockman wants to hold things up. They're gonna try to post up Howard against Mazga to the top of the key. 3-pointer on the way from Oates, no good. This one saved somehow off of the leg of Hamilton to Mazga. Now Bailey the other way. Bailey, Sullivan. He'll launch it, a 3, it's no good. Wysong with the board, and now hitting the brakes here, CIU. Tempo right now, Brad, favors the Rams.
Yeah, certainly. Union likes to get out and run most of the time.
They got the lead in the ball and trying to use every possession down to the last seconds in the shot clock. And how about the grown man move from Hunt? A lot of post-up action for CIU here in the first half. All the way to the rack goes the Barberville native, as Turner will score it with the left hand right off the dribble. That's how Union gets you in seconds. It has been a good clash of styles here in this opening half. 7:50 to play. It's been a dandy. Brinson wants to find the post up again. They try to go high-low from Wysong inside to Howard. Was a beautiful play call there by Stockman, but they turn it over and give it back to the Bulldogs.
A rare mistake by CIU. They've been very methodical here offensively so far. Very clean, no real significant turnovers. They had that miscue there, but you like the style they're playing offensively. They're going to get it inside into the paint, high percentage opportunities, and they're going to take their time, find a good look.
And bodies go flying everywhere, and Turner just wide open from the free throw line. Shakes his head as he knows he's in his zone. 2-point ball game. Turner, a former player of the year in this conference. A floater, how about Brinson? Has the answer, back to a 4-point game. Sullivan goes with the right hand into the paint. Off the glass, it's good for 2. Back to 2 points with 6:54 to play. Brinson so shifty off of these screens. He's hit some floaters. He's made some passes. Back to Heathcock. Causey looking for a cutter and a post up. Can't get it. Driving is Oates. Partially blocked by Falls, and Union with the basketball. Excuse me, that was Kelly who shot that one. Bailey has Turner. What a cut. Leaves it for Falls. Lost it and dribbles it out of bounds. Turnover, Bulldogs. Back to the Rams.
Entering for Columbia International, number 2, Reed Morga, number 15.
Morga in for CIU. Oates back in there. And I think Hunt maybe slipped in there on me. 6:10 to play. This has been a quick move in first quarter. Here comes Bailey with the steal on the other end. He slams it with 2 hands to tie the ball game at 28 apiece. Bailey good for about 2 of those a game. Brinson with the head fake, the kick out. Heathcock thought about it. Goes to Oates. Now Warga back out to Brinson. 13 to shoot. Warga, extra pass. Had Hunt, 7 to shoot. Brinson, a deep 3. It's no good. Union with the basketball. Turner on the run. Over the half court, surveying. Over in the corner, Bailey settles in for a 3. No good. It rimmed out. Warga with the board. Off to Brinson. Man's got to catch his breath, Brad.
A lot of tempo here in the last couple minutes.
What a game so far, man. Oates, between the legs dribble. It's Heathcock, back to the top of the key for Oates. Oates spins, runs into a wall, and a foul called probably against Bailey. It is. And I thought Falls was straight up there, but Bailey definitely got him with a body as we're tied up, and to the free throw line goes Oates.
Number 2, Will Bailey, his first, team 5th.
Settling in. Oates free throw up and good. Douglas in, Turner going to get a break.
Union, number 3, Douglas.
1-point lead for CIU. They've given Union all they wanted here in this first half. It's up and good. Again, close games the last 2 times, and this third one probably will be no different. Douglas across the logo. Falls in the high post, looks for Sullivan, opts to go to Hamilton. Now Douglas. Douglas, Sullivan. 3 on the way, good, and Union leads by 1.
3 points.
Coach Tim Curry, the conference coach of the year, clapping his hands.
That's a couple threes by Sullivan today. You know, he can shoot it outside. He's done that so far today pretty well.
Ball settles with Oates. Oates with the right hand, drives in, whips a pass around. Heathcock, extra Brinson. Warga, partially blocked. Hamilton, a baseball pass ahead after the block, nearly turns it over. He gets the timeout. And it's Union possession when we return. Bradley Charles, John North here on the call. Glad to have you along with us on the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. It's a handful, but it is a lovely venue as Union will turn it over out of the timeout. Uncharacteristic, but it gives the Rams the basketball, trailing by 1 with 3:54 to play here in the first half. Brinson dribbles across the timeline. Does not start, but man, he's plays a lot of minutes. That's been his MO all season long, just a spark plug off the bench. Here comes the post again, this time from Howard, and the bully ball pays off. It's a 1-point lead.
Howard with 12 points so far in the first half. Having a great game so far.
And a lot of them has came from that post. Obviously, Coach Stockman saw something and is using it. Wide open goes Sullivan. Another three. It's a 2-point lead for the Bulldogs. Can't leave him, as now Douglas is going to defend Brinson full court.
Sullivan was 16 so far, 4 of 6 from deep.
This one nearly turned over as Brinson has it all the way out to the midcourt line. And Brinson lost it. A rare turnover. He's been the sure hand, but got a little out of control, dribbled off of his shin, and it's back to Union. As Turner comes in, out goes Bailey, some great minutes. Sullivan, point guard duties. A heat check is short. Hunt with the basketball, gets it off to Brinson. Brinson quickly with the left hand, has some room, and now there's a mismatch somewhere on the floor. Maybe that's it there. It's what CIU wants to take advantage of. Holding up is Oates. Oates looking inside, kick out. Hunt tried to go high-low again. Now it's Howard with 5, puts it up, and it's pinned on the backboard by Falls. Out to Douglas. Douglas crosses over, kick out, Falls. Thought about the 3 for just a second, goes to Sullivan. Sullivan hesitates, comes to a jump stop, and it's too hard on the fadeaway jumper. Brinson right wing. Crosses back to his left hand, tried to get back tapped over top of Hamilton. What a bucket.
Up and over the trees inside there, John.
What hasn't he got in his arsenal? Wow. 1:35 to play. Tie ball game at 34. Falls. Sullivan. It's Hamilton. A 3. Good! Hamilton wants a sub. Mazga gonna go get him. 3-point lead. Brinson crosses over. Heathcock. Back to Brinson. Goes into the paint, lost it on the back tap, and they call a foul against Douglas. Oh my. Back in comes Causey, as well as Mazga.
For CIU, number 4, Bryce Causey. From this point on, CIU will shoot Douglas.
CIU's got the 1-and-1 from here on out after that foul. Brinson looking inside, great defense by Mazga. He's going to be tasked with Howard, who posts up, goes to work on Mazga, bullies him. Shot this one too hard, it's tipped out to Douglas, and now Union has the basketball in the lead. Can go 2 for 1 here. Fall sets the screen, gets it at the top of the key. Has Sullivan. 16 to shoot. Sullivan, screen from Falls, leaves it on the pick and roll. It's tipped out, and off and running the other way goes Oates, as he's gonna hold up. Skip pass, Brinson, extra pass, Heathcock, back to Brinson. All the way over to Oates, and Coach Stockman begging his team to hold up here. Off the drive, and 1-and-1 coming. That's going to go against Mazga, as it's Oates off the drive. And he'll go to the free throw line for 1 and a bonus.
We've talked about the turnovers today and how it's been a pretty clean game for CIU in particular. 6 turnovers for Union, 4 for CIU.
1+1.
Free throw on the way on the bonus. It's good. He'll get 1 more.
Entering for CIU, number 23, Brandon Hunt.
Appreciate everyone reaching out today as the phone looked down and got some messages coming across. I'll get some shout outs there at halftime. Appreciate you guys tuning in. This one up and good. 10 for Union. They lead it by 1. Douglas crosses over, spins with 2, fade away with 1, no good. And Union has a 1-point lead heading into the halftime locker room. We'll take a breather. We'll be back with halftime stats right after this. You're listening to John North, Bradley Charles here on the AAC Network.
Join SESN for an unmatched sports experience. Dive into the world of game highlights, real-time updates, and electrifying coverage. With SESN, you're not just watching sports, you're living them. Be the first to know, the first to see, and the first to share every big moment. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Back at you here on the Appalachian Athletic Conference Network as we'll get to stats real quickly here. Christian Howard leads CIU with 12, 9 points for DeAnthony Heathcock, 6 points each for Jalen Brinson and Darian Oates, 3 points for Johnny Wysong, and that rounds out the scoring column for CIU. For Union, 16 points for Kilo Sullivan, 9 points for Markel Turner, 7 points for Taryn Hamilton, 3 points for Will Bailey, and 2 points for Deontay Douglas. As there in the first half, Union shots 50%, next to CIU's 46%. Union went 6 of 15 from the three-point range at 40%, 28%. For CIU, free throws as CIU a perfect 8 of 8. Union 3 of 4. Union has 6 turnovers to CIU's 4. Both these teams have, points off turnovers. Each has 7. Union with a slight rebounding edge, 16-13 over CIU. And then that will round out the team stats, as we're about 14 minutes away from second half action here. Do want to give a big shout out to Coach Sargent, tuned in all the way from Florida, former golf coach there at Union College. I appreciate him tuning in. Richie Meyer checking in from Minnesota, tuning in for us. And then my good buddy Ryan Moody, former assistant at Bluefield, with the check-in. Glad you could tune in, buddy, and miss seeing you around the conference, but glad we could bring you the action here from the Meadowview Marriott Convention Center. That's a big shout out to everyone involved from the AAC for letting me step in. With that being said, we're going to take an extended break here for about 13 minutes. Let us catch our breath, let you go get a snack, and we're going to buckle in for a really good second half. 1-point lead for the Bulldogs of Union, 37-36. We'll be back here in about 13 minutes.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
Join SESN for an unmatched sports experience. Dive into the world of game highlights, real-time updates, and electrifying coverage. With SESN, you're not just watching sports, you're living them. Be the first to know, the first to see, and the first to share every big moment. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
At Shry Media, we believe in the power of connection, promoting your brand while supporting your community. Our goal is to elevate your presence and amplify your message through local sports. With Shry Media, advertising goes beyond traditional boundaries. Get on television, make an impact. Take the first step towards a future where your brand is not just seen, but celebrated.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, Good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
Builder.
I coach.
Culinary arts.
Auditor, a firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official,
Just go for it.
Take the plunge. Open the door.
say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes2officiating.com.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
A second half where Union leads by 1. Some Pikeville fans in the house here this afternoon. They are hoping for a Union victory. That would give them a bid into the tournament automatically. They wouldn't have to hope for an at-large. Of course, Union, the regular season champ, Pikeville, the number 2. And so therefore, if Union can win it, Pikeville will be your other bid. CIU has to win to get in with 10 losses and out of the AAC. Probably not going to get an at-large. Union basketball to start this second half. Turner trying to break down Brinson off the dribble. The 15-footer won't go the other way, as rounding around will be Oates, and he'll hold on to it. Also, a big shout out to you, Pike. These game notes are legit over here, so excited for that next game. As a lob and an easy bucket out of the halftime locker room there for Heathcock. Beautiful play drawn up by Coach Stockman. Crossover, one-on-one goes Douglas, and a blocking called and one. Douglas got Oates off balance, went shoulder into chest, and laid it in for 2. It looks like Brad's just picking up right where we left off.
Yeah, Jonte Douglas at the line. first team all-conference, the point guard for this Union team. Only scored 4 points so far, just 2 in that first half, but obviously a talented player. First team all-conference, makes the free throw there.
Same pacing that we had in that first half as CIU going for a more half-court approach with the post-up. Causey has it, looking for Heathcock posting, can't get it to him. Goes off of a screen as clearing some spaces. Oates all the way to the rack. No, how about Heathcock on the finish?
There's another first-team all-conference player.
And you can tell, big 2 hands finishing that one across the lane. What a move, Sullivan. Heathcock with it. So a big stop after the big bucket. And we're tied up 40 apiece. Brinson nearly lost it, but left Douglas in the dust in the process. The mid-range jumper will go. Rams back up 2. Brad, it's looking like right now it's whoever's going to have the ball last.
Yeah, John, looks like it's going to go down to the wire. I mean, neither team has really got a sizable lead here at any point in this game. It's been pretty close.
I think the biggest key here is that the Rams cannot let Union go on a patented run, because they can push this up to 8 to 10 points. As they'll push the issue here. No call as Turner saves it into Heathcock. He can't get the bunny to go. And now it's Douglas leading the break. The Euro, the reverse, it's up, no good. Causey with the board. Frantic couple of seconds. Go ahead.
Now we got some tempo.
But it's all if CIU wants to run and gun in this contest. Brinson high post, Heathcock, the 2-man game. Great screen, and rubbing off of that one was Howard, but couldn't get the layup to go. There's a lid on it here in the opening 3 minutes after the early onslaught. Step back, Hamilton, good for 3. Goes over Howard.
2 of 3 from deep today is Taryn. He's got 10 points.
Oates with the crossover. Looking to the top of the key. It's Heathcock. Looks for Causey, almost went down to screen and lost it out of bounds. They'll post Howard again. Howard across the lane, goes right into Hamilton. No call. Leading the break is Sullivan. Sullivan drives with the right into the paint. Layup is good. 45-42. This is the run that we talk about. CIU's got to have an answer or this could blossom. Heathcock thought about rising and firing out to Oates. Pivots one way, goes back to the middle of the lane. What a move. The layup no good, but they get a foul on Kilo Sullivan.
The Union foul, number 13, Kilo Sullivan.
That's the first on Sullivan. He's leading all scorers with 18 points so far.
And staying out of foul trouble, so free throws coming.
Oates at the line for CIU, another first-team all-conference player.
Shot up. Good. Back to 2 points. That's the possession that the Rams needed. Union wanting to run. They got to strung together a little 5-0 run. Now you get 2 free throws. You make them both and kind of quiet the crowd here, as it is a partial Union crowd. This conference center don't hold many, but many of those seats are taken up by Bulldog fans. As U-Pike women here to watch, making up some of the seats, but mostly it's Bulldog fans. Douglas got his man in the air, shoots the jumper, no good. Bosca tracks down the offensive board. All the way out to the corner. Goes with the left hand across the lane, fading away, no, and a foul called. And Heathcock charged with this one. That's going to put Mosgo on the line for 2. Coach Curry happy with the effort of drawing the foul.
You know, Mosga's not a player that's going to, day in, day out drop 20 points, but he was named to the all-defensive team. You know, he's a guy that can get those rebounds like he did right there, those key rebounds, and just a guy that's there to make a play when it needs to be made. Obviously, he's got some good length, makes him great on the defensive side. And he's a really key piece to this team.
I would say maybe, I only get to see the teams once through, but one of the best defensive rebounders that probably exists in this conference, and a big reason why he got that all-defensive nod. Brinson trailing by 3. Jeter subbed in there on our conversation. Brinson attacks Mazga on the baseline, throws it back out to Heathcock, swings the ball around his ankles, now brings it back to the top of the key. Off to Brinson with 8. Drives with 5. With the left hand, the floater with 3. Banks it in. Oh, my.
That was pretty, John. That was pretty.
Whatever it takes, the Rams down 1.
The falling away floater. You don't see that too much.
Now, you see it in a lot of rec leagues. You don't see it in organized basketball, but Brinson doing whatever. Posting up, Hamilton just bullies Hunt all the way to the basket and scores it. 3-point ball game, under 15 to play.
Wasn't as fancy, but it still was good for 2.
And now Brinson will turn it over as Douglas on defense. Brinson going to get a breather. That'll be Davis in for him. So what does this Rams team do with Brinson getting a breather on the sideline? High post Mazga. Looking for Hamilton, who posts up again. Kick out Sullivan, 17 to shoot. Drives all the way to the block, up. Short-armed it, no good on the layup. And was contested as Davis hurry things up off to Jeter. Steps into a long 3, it's good! Back to a tie ball game. Punch, counter punch. 2 sluggers going at it here in the championship. Turner, hoop and harm.
The CIU foul, number 10, James Davis.
1 point.
Team third.
Or 1 free throw, rather, coming here for Turner. 2-point ball game with 14-17 to play here in the championship. CIU looking for a bid. This one up and good. Oates. Drives left side. Crossover on Mazga. Handoff. Hunt drives. Left hand. No good. Hamilton with the rebound. Off to Douglas. Davis going to get Douglas at half court. Douglas pivots at the top of the key. Keeps his dribble alive with the left hand. Drives into the paint. Turns. No look pass out to Mazga. Pump fakes. Drives with his left hand. Breaks down Heathcock, and the fadeaway goes.
Beautiful move there by Anton Mazga.
As Heathcock's leg gave out on him there on the spin move by Mazga. Now he battles him inside the paint. Mazga got to be careful. Heathcock skip pass. Down. Hesitates, drives, spins baseline, off the glass, good.
And that's a big play, John, because Union had a 5-point lead, and in an instant, that thing can become 10, 11, 12 points. CIU able to answer back, keeping it to a 3-point game.
Douglas drives, no good. Big stop for CIU. You're exactly right, Brad. A great point, and Coach Stockman knows it as well. You got to keep those Union runs to a minimal 5 to 7 points. You can't let it blossom out to 10. And they've done a tremendous job with an answer, and there's another one from Darian Oates. Back to a 1-point game. Every time Union has tried to throw the knockout punch, it's been countered by the Rams. Playing for their postseason lives. The drama is high from Kingsport. Hamilton comes around a screen. It's Kilo Sullivan!
How about that?
The hammer
Returning
to a 3-point lead for Union. Cocked that one back, exploded to the rim. Big momentum swing. Do the Rams have an answer? Oates drives all the way to the basket. It's good.
CIU basket.
It's not a dunk, but it counts as the same. 1-point game.
How about Oates these last couple possessions, John? He's really doing his part for CIU here.
Absolutely, especially with Brinson out of the game. It's Hamilton. Puts this one up against Heathcock. It's good.
This is high-quality basketball right here. Each team putting it in the hoop.
And now Davis on the other end on the drive-by. Timeout, CIU to a 1-point game as Coach Stockman doesn't like the pace, going to call the timeout, and we'll take one as well. It'll be a full. Back with you here from the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. I'm allowed one mess up per game, so I'll have another one I'll stutter over in the women's contest coming up for you a little bit at the conclusion of this one. Bradley put 20 minutes up on the clock. How do they do it between games?
I'm not sure. I know they went with 15 at halftime. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is in between these games.
I know we'll have to have the ceremony and all that good stuff. So
right.
We'll see. We'll play it by ear. As now out of the timeout, posting up is Hamilton, and it's back to a 3-point lead. Davis wanting to push the issue, and Coach Stockman going to hold him up. Crosses over, goes with the right hand. Kick out all by himself is Wysong. Can't get it to go. And Turner tips this one to Douglas. Douglas behind the back, crosses over, spins. What a move. Left-handed, no. Cheater with a tough rebound. Out to Davis. Bailey going to sub back in as well as Falls. Falls has been pacing back there to get in. Wysong makes up for the last miss. Drains it. Tie ball game at 60. Brad, shooters shoot.
They do, and this is a tie game, John, with 10:25 to play. CIU able to answer back every time Union tries to extend its lead.
And they get a stop. Hamilton misses the three. CIU a chance to take the lead now here in the second. They've withstood run after run. Ball to Davis. Davis crosses over, kick out. Hunt cut off, Bosca on the ground for it. Causey, who subbed in, pull-up jumper with three. What a jumper from the elbow with 3 on the shot clock.
Notice, John, both players without hesitation diving on the floor, trying to get the ball. You know how big each possession is in a championship game.
Under 10 to play, and CIU got their first lead, I believe, here in the second half. 5 to shoot. Kilo Sullivan drives with a double team block from behind, gets it back and puts it in. That time with 2 on the shot clock.
Great determination by Sullivan there, tied up at 62.
Davis downhill, lost it. Mozga with the steal. It's a 3-on-3 break. Mozga, Euro step, up and under fouled, going to the line for 2.
Well, we talked about Mozga defensively, and you've seen it here the last couple possessions, getting the steals or a deflection, and then he's able, with his athleticism, to take it the other way in a fast break opportunity.
Now with the active shooting, has 2 shots.
Mozga first one up and good.
Entering for Union, number 2, Will Bailey. For CIU, number 11, Anthony Heathcock. Number 13, Christian Howard, number 15.
1 point ball game. Just never got past 5 for Union here in the second half. Shot up. Mozga got them both. And after some big minutes, he'll get Jay Falls in. Bailey also in there. 9 minutes and 3 seconds to glory. Davis settles it. And now losing this one, out of bounds is Howard. Tried to post up Hamilton. That ball was ping-ponged around a couple of shoes and legs as Brinson going to check in after the next dead ball.
You know, John, we haven't seen CIU go inside as much with Howard lately. You know, in the beginning, they were going inside with him often. We haven't seen that as much after the first few minutes.
Man, Davis is going to get called for a tough foul there at half court, as it looked like the chair was pulled out from under Douglas and he lost it, and they call the foul. Coach Stockman not happy about it. Douglas goes left. Hamilton has some room. The three, it's no good. Coach Curry is very upset on the sideline as it's CIU ball. It's on a screen. And Coach Curry going to get a bench warning. Two-point lead. As he wasn't happy as one of his players hit the deck on a screen.
Well, it's got the crowd fired up, John.
And Brinson with a big smile on his face as he brings it over the timeline. If you're a player, you love playing in these types of games. It's just different. Floater will go. What a bucket from Darian Oates.
He's had a tremendous half.
Under 8 to play. What a ball game.
We're all tied up again, John, 64 each.
Sullivan drives one-on-one. Fadeaway on the baseline, no good. And the Rams has a chance to take the lead. Brinson angling right side. The handoff. Oates. Out to Brinson. All day to shoot. NBA range. No good. Bailey secures the rebound. Bailey gets the screen. Drives. Lost it. Out of bounds. Rams basketball.
You know, John, it feels like CIU is starting to get some momentum here. And we've talked about Union's runs and that aspect. CIU here trying to put a run together of its own.
7:10 to play. Knotted up, 64 apiece. Union had the 1 point lead at halftime. Heathcock deep in the post. Causey wide open on the double team. Someone got lost.
Great pass by CIU, and that's right, John. Someone on Union, there was just a breakdown there in coverage, and there was a wide open player underneath the basket, and in a game at this magnitude, that really hurts you if you're Union.
Fadeaway jumper by Bailey on the baseline. Tough basket. As he breaks down his man, wanted the and one, but that is not going to happen in this ball game. Union has only been called for 1 foul here in the second half. Brinson drives, looks inside. This one up, no good. Bailey straight up against Howard. And that's one thing Union has done well, is adjusted against Howard in the second half. Bailey falls back to Bailey, gets a screen. Bailey drives, right-handed, looks for Falls with the jam!
Wow!
68-66. What a find for Bailey. 5:42 to play.
That's about as high percentage as they come right there.
Falls seem to hang in the air forever. On the drive, it's Oates. And charge called. They'll say Oates was out of control. Regardless, a bang-bang play down there in the paint. I want no part of that one. 68-66. Douglas gets a screen. Step back three on the way, no good. Heathcock, what a board, but Falls tips it away from him. Causey beat to the ball, another Union possession. This one's huge. Union with a 2-point lead. Bailey crosses over off the glass. No, Falls finishes. Yes! And one! (70-66). So now they're gonna blow it dead here. They got to talk about the clock. So I think may have ran a little bit as Turner going to sub into the game. Falls will go to line for one.
And at the line for Union, Jimmy Falls, shooting one.
The PA announcer for the public address announcer for Union is currently in the student section over there and doing the Ric Flair woos himself, leading the calls. Union with a 4-point lead as Falls misses this one. The Rams had an answer every single time, and they need one here with 4:39 to play. If you got something in your bag, now's the time you got to pull it out. They look for Heathcock inside. They go over the top and stolen away by Sullivan. Hamilton gonna slow things up. And Union gonna try to go for the kill shot here in the half court. 4:18 to play.
This is a big possession for CIU. They have to get a stop here.
It's Bailey. Good from the free throw line. Wide open. Timeout called. We'll take one as well. Union leads at 72-66, 4:02 to play. Crunch time here for CIU. Union has opened up their biggest lead of the half now, 72-66. Brinson, left side. They'll run that same look inside to Heathcock. Causey kicks it out front. Union can taste it. 10 to shoot for Oates, and now Heathcock over the top, stolen away by Bailey, and into Sullivan. Have the Rams sputtered out of gas here in the second half.
And if you're CIU, you want to at least be able to get something up there. A turnover is not what you want, obviously.
Bailey, top of the key. 10 to shoot. Bailey breaks down Causey. Another fadeaway jumper, left this one short, but the rebound last touched by Union. Rams basketball. Brinson with it. That's the stop the Rams needed, but they need a big bucket here. I don't think they can go empty. Brinson drives, looks opposite. Causey, Trey, no good. Bailey with the basketball, under 3 to play.
And that's a big rebound, too.
Bailey off the bench has had back-to-back huge games for Union. High post, Sullivan. Pump fakes, drives, spins, fade away, off balance, it's good.
He's got 24, John, and Union has an 8-point lead with 2.5 to play.
It's Oates. Heathcock, 2:25 to play. Oates drives, steps through, finds Causey. Kick out, nobody home. Douglas back in. Falls heading to the bench. Big high five there from Tim Curry to Kilo Sullivan. Douglas across the timeline, and Brad, you can see the tempo changing for Union as they nearly turn it over there and get it to Turner. But since they got that big stop and had a 4-point lead, they've went into complete half-court basketball.
Well, we talked about Union's runs, and they put one together here.
And it's at the tail end of this game as Turner lost this one. CIU pushing the issue. 1:43 to play. It's stolen away temporarily back to Brinson. And Oates has it out front. A lot of time running off the clock. Three-pointer on the way. Hunt can't get it to go. Heathcock with the rebound. Put it back up and in for two. And timeout CIU. Do they have one more run left in them? We'll find out after the timeout. 1:28 to play. .28 to play. It's a 74-68 lead for Union. The Rams score. They need another stop and in a hurry. Bailey running point with 20 seconds to shoot. They can take this under a minute. They'll double team Bailey. Turner spins with 12. Kick. Mozga thought about it. Back out to Turner. Nearly lost it. CIU's chasing. 1 minute to play. Turner crosses over with 4. Kick out. Hamilton, 3. No good. And CIU has it. Had that gone, you could hang the banner. But now the other way. CIU has the answer. Christian Howard makes it a 4-point ball game. Do they want to foul? Ball up for grabs. Turner has it and going to get fouled by Brinson almost immediately.
Well, unfortunate for CIU that Union was able to come down with that deflected ball. A 4-point game right now, 43.6 to play. Union up by 4.
At the line for Union, Markel Turner, 1+1.
Turner, what a career he's had. This is his 15th tournament game in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. 13-1 in those games. This one up and good.
13-1 is pretty good.
I got to say, I mean, that's got to be close to a record as CIU is going to call the timeout. We'll keep it right here with you as we'll preview a little bit of what's coming up at the conclusion of this one. It'll be the University of Pikeville coming in at 23-7, 17-5 in the AAC, taking on Reinhardt at 26-2 and at 20-2 in the AAC. That one's slated for a 3 o'clock start. We're looking at 2:19 right now. We may be around that starting time, barring a huge upset here. As UPike riding an 8-game winning streak heading into the tournament finals. And need a victory to get a berth into the national tournament. They upset the #1 seed in Bryan on their way here to take on the 2 seed in Reinhardt.
Not only did they defeat Bryan, they won by 11.
I mean, that's a whooping on this court. Double figures is hard to do in the tournament.
That's 2-seed Reinhardt against 4-seed Pikeville. This matchup, 1-seed Union, 3-seed CIU.
Union has upheld a standard of excellence here at the AAC tournament. Got upset last year by Bryan, I do believe.
That's correct.
And this year trying to right that wrong and going back atop both the regular season and the conference tournament. Extremely hard to do. This one up and no good. Mozga with the offensive rebound. Oh my. And now Turner is fouled again. How about Mozga?
Yeah, that rebound's a real backbreaker for CIU. I mean, you get the missed free throw, but Union's able to keep the possession. That's a rebound you have to come down with.
And again, the Bulldogs having to hold off a CIU team that had every answer for them up until the last 5 minutes of the ball game. And they're running out of time. 33 seconds. Brinson drives. Needs to shoot this one. 26 left. Puts up a floater, fouled. And 2 shots coming as they'll get Douglas with this one. Remember, it's not about points at this juncture. It's about possessions. And right now, a 2-possession ball game. This could put it to 1. 24.6 seconds left. The Bulldogs trying to hold on. CIU, postseason life on the line. First free throw, good. Davis and Jeter set to check back in.
Number 1, Jalen Jeter, and number 10, James Davis. For Union, number 13, Marquise
Sullivan back in. Out goes Turner. Brinson settles, fires, good. Union basketball, CIU down 3. Mozga with the ball to inbound. Baseball pass, Douglas lets it bounce once, nearly taken away, and it's stolen! CIU with the basketball. Oates drives, Euro step, and 1! Oh my goodness! Don't write them off just yet.
In Union foul, number 23, Anton Mozga, his second, team Curry. Foul in the action.
Coach Curry saying, we fouled? Why would you foul?
Substitution CIU.
A free throw on the way from Oates to tie it at 16.9 seconds remaining. Union had an 8-point lead. It's been erased. Free throw up. Good. CIU with the timeout. 30 seconds. We'll keep it right here with the action. To recap things for you here, 75 all. The possession arrow, I believe, favors CIU if there's a tie-up. Any CIU foul will be 2 shots for Union. Union still with fouls to give. No timeouts left for CIU. Coach Curry has a bucket full left for him. 16.9 seconds left.
Well, John, what do you think you would draw up right now if you were Coach Tim Curry for Union?
I don't know if I'm drawing up anything. I'm just putting it in Kilo Sullivan or Deontay Douglas's hands. Taryn Hamilton, you got 3 playmakers that can go get it. Let them go create and get you a bucket here at the end of the ball game.
We haven't seen Bailey run point much throughout the season for Union, but he's done it some here in the second half.
Buckle in, 16.9 seconds left. Douglas lets it roll. Now gonna pick it up. Douglas, 13 seconds. Guarded by Brinson. Douglas with 8, now with 7. With 5, Douglas drives with 4, puts it up high, good! It's good with 1.3 seconds remaining. He's a hero again at this tournament. They'll put 2.2 on, and Union has a foul to give. Several fouls, in fact.
That was clutch.
He's hit a game winner at this tournament before and got one here at the death. CIU, no timeouts remaining. They can't call it. If I was Union, I'd foul every time they touch the ball here. Why not? Causey throws it ahead. It's caught. Heathcock for the win. No good! And the Bulldogs bounce back, and they are kings of the AAC.
Congratulations, both teams on a good season. Congratulations, Union, 2024 AAC Tournament champion. Please express your appreciation to both teams and your effort this afternoon.
What a finish here in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Heathcock got as good a look as you can for glory. What a fight for the Rams to even get to the point to tie it up where Deontay Douglas, played hero, hits the game winner with 2.2 seconds remaining. Contested shot over the defense, high arcing off the glass, and the Bulldogs are back. After getting upset last season against Bryan, they get a win against CIU, and Pikeville advances to the national tournament on the men's side with a victory by the Bulldogs. And if you're Coach Stockman, this one's gonna hurt. But man, oh man, did they leave everything, and I mean everything, out on the floor and gave Union all they wanted. But Coach Tim Curry gets it done regular season and AAC champions. As we'll step out, watch the ceremony, and get you set for the women's side of things. We'll come back one more time here to say goodbye on the men's side, and we'll leave you with the sights and sounds right now of the trophy presentation as Union wins it over CIU to secure the AAC Conference Tournament Championship. I've been John North. He's been Brad on the call. It's Bradley Charles doing a phenomenal job here with me. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll leave it to the trophy presentation and whatnot, and then we'll come back to sign off for a final time. Thank you all for joining us.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to center court. AAC Commissioner Bill Pop will present the All-Tournament Team Awards. Members of the All-Tournament Team, first of all, from Pikeville, Isaac Stanback. From Johnson, Isaiah Moore. From Columbia International, DeAnthony Heathcock. Also from Columbia International, Darian Oates. From Union, Deontay Douglas. From Union, Markel Turner. And the 2024 Tournament Most Valuable Player from Union, Marquilo Sullivan. And now we join Commissioner Pop at Center Court for the presentation of the Tournament Championship Trophy. Correction. The Tournament Runner-Up Trophy. The team from Columbia International University. Gentlemen, please accept your trophy. And now, the championship trophy and the banner. Championship Bulldogs of Union University. Bulldogs of Union College. Men's basketball season champions, men's basketball tournament champions. And headed to the big games. Congratulations, Union College Bulldogs. Gentlemen, the scissors of the ladder are ready. So claim your net.
It was a Deontay Douglas game winner with 2.2 seconds left that puts Union over the top 77-75 here from the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. Union will await the selection show next week to see where they will go for the national tournament. The regular season champs alongside the conference champs. They do it again. They've been here before. But after last year left a sour taste in their mouths, they're back on top and show that the AAC championship still runs through Barberville, Kentucky. That being said, for Bradley Charles and all my cast and crew here at the AAC, Appalachian Athletic Conference Tournament, we're going to stop things here. We're going to reset, and we're going to get you set for the women's championship coming up at the conclusion of the net cutting ceremony in about 20 minutes. So if you're tuned in for the women's side, we'll probably be back on here in the next 5 or so. But for the men's side at tuning out, thank you for joining us all season long here from the AAC. That's going to do it for me. I'm John Norris signing off, and I'll catch you down the line.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
going big. Throw it down. We're gonna really live. Let's go all out. Let's go all out. You know it's gonna get loud. 'Cause we getting down.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
Join SESN for an unmatched sports experience. Dive into the world of game highlights, real-time updates, and electrifying coverage. With SESN, you're not just watching sports, you're living them. Be the first to know, the first to see, and the first to share every big moment. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
Builder.
I coach.
Culinary arts. Auditor.
A firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official,
Just go for it.
Take the plunge. Open the door.
say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes2officiating.com.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. You get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.